Alright RV people, this is a quick video showing you how to replace the burnt out LED bulbs in a light fixture on your RV with the simple parts you can get from Home Depot. So here's what you need. So I picked up this 8-foot LED white light tape for like 20 bucks from Home Depot, so you should be able to find it pretty much anywhere. Make sure it's a cuttable one. Doesn't have to have the plug, but you do need to check and make sure that the one you get this says it has a power supply with the DC or the 12 volt DC output. So you're going to be cutting off a piece of it because your RV, if it comes with LED bulbs, it should already have the 12 volts. You don't need that, you just need the LEDs. You're going to need some wire cutters or strippers, but mostly these are for crimping because the wire nuts they had on the original fixture was crimped on. So you'll just press those open and then crimp them shut again. You need some electrical tape. You need a razor. I don't have my razor here, but you need a razor. This is the light fixture, or the light that was in the fixture. So there's 3 of these. I tried looking for them and couldn't find them, but this is just a cover, and this is what the actual light looks like. So you don't need those, but that's what I took off. And then a drill or screwdriver or something to take out a few screws. Alright, so I'm working on our dining room light fixture. It's one of these ceiling mounted lights. Had some of the LEDs going out. So I tried to find the bulbs that were on this. They look like this. Have the LEDs inside. But couldn't find them. That's because this is just a little plastic cover that's on there. This is the actual lights. So maybe I'll have some luck if I look for these. But it's just 4 LEDs. So I pulled these out, and I think one of them is good, one cluster is good, one is half out, and one is almost completely out. Like it still lights up, but it's really dim. So my idea is that I found this LED light strip. This is all 12 volt coming from the ceiling here. And I could just like stick this whole light strip into the fixture. It's got a 120 to 12 volt converter there, so I could just cut it here after the switch, wire this in to our positive and neutral, and then wrap all that around. But it's like way too much. So what I'm thinking is I might cut off about the same number of LEDs. There were 12 before, so I might put in like 18 or something. And you can cut these and then maybe like see about soldering onto the connection points. I solder my wires onto the connection points and just wrap the LEDs around this fixture. And then I still have like a bunch of extra rope here, so that's what I'm thinking. We'll see if we'll see what happens. All right, so this is what we've got so far. I cut the LED strip at one of the cut points. It's got these copper connectors that you can see through the plastic, and I used a razor to come in right on top of the copper and shave off the plastic. So it's easiest if you come right at the edge, because the plastic stuff doesn't stick onto the copper. Sorry for the shaky camera. So I shaved that off, and then I just pressed in with the razor tip, made a little X. So press small X through that copper, and then I just used one of the screws from the fixture that was mounted to the ceiling to gently twist in and make a little hole. And I took the wires from one of the old LEDs, cut those, stripped some off the end. This is the other end of it. You want to cut off a little bit more, so probably about 3/4 of an inch to half an inch, or 3/4 of an inch to an inch. So twisted that, carefully threaded it through the hole, and then wrapped it around. So I'm hoping this will give me a decent connection to connect to the strip, which I plan to put in my light fixture. So I'm going to test it right now by very carefully touching these to my hot wires. See if it lights up. If it does, I'll put everything in place and get my fixture back up. Alright, here's the finished product. You can kind of see a little bit right there, a little bit of shadow. But just like new. So here's original, replacement. The light's a little bit different colored, but really not too bad. I think it's a little dimmer. But you could probably fix that with getting bright white instead of soft white.